We are here at the current mountain called Har Shaul, otherwise known as Har Gilboa. The Pelishtim, who have amassed a huge army, are now attacking in the form of archery toward Bnei Israel. And it makes sense because there's not that many trees, which makes it easier for the enemy to attack. Despite Bnei Israel being uphill and seemingly having an advantage, they actually have a disadvantage because now the archers of Pelishtim can easily shoot arrows and wipe out most of Bnei Israel. And it's then that Shaul sees that his end is near, and he falls on his sword after his Noseh Kelav respectfully declines to do so, and him and his sons, all three of them, obviously either kill themselves or pass away.
שמואל א' ופלישתים נלחמים בישראל, למד א' פסוק א', וינוסו אנשי ישראל מפני פלישתים, ויפלו חללים בהר הגלבוע. What happens is, the war is down there, but very quickly Israel is losing. What do? They retreat. They actually run up. Why are they running up here? If they can't come with their horses, they come with their chariots. They need to walk up on foot. And what can actually help the Plishtim is that they can shoot arrows up. Because Israel is running. They're not fighting backwards. They're running up. They're retreating. They're trying to run up. And Pasuk Gimel, v'tichbad hamilchama el Shaul v'yimtza'u hamorim. This isn't the teachers, of course. Those that shoot, yorim, anashim bakashet, vayachel meod me'amorim. He's afraid because he understands that can hit him, but the Plishti sword won't get him so fast. ויאמר שאול לנושא אליו, שלוף חרבך ודוקרי ניבה, פן יבואו הערלים האלה ודקרוני ויתעללו בי, ולא אבה נושא אליו כי ירא מאוד. ויקח שאול את החרב ויפול עליה. The easiest place to identify that spot is the closest hill of the Gilboa ridge that continues and continues to the site of the battle. And you know which one that is? Yeah. That's why it is named, of course, in the modern world, Har Shaul. ויהי ממחרת ויבואו פלישתים לפשט את החללים, וימצאו את שאול ואת שלושת בניו נופלים בהר הגלבוע. ויכרתו את ראשו ויפשיטו את כליו, וישלחו בארץ פלישתים סביב לבשר בית עצביהם ואת העם. וישימו את כליו בית השטרות, ואת גווייתו תקעו בחומת בית שן. וישמעו אליו יושבי יבש גלעד את אשר עשו פלישתים לשאול, ויקומו כל איש חיל וילכו כל הלילה. This is a distance. ויקחו את גוויית שאול ואת גוויית בניו מחומת בית שן, ויבואו יבשה, וישרפו אותם שם. What does that mean exactly? I'm not sure. ויקחו את עצמותיהם ויקברו תחת האל של ביבשה, ויצומו 7 ימים. They have a shiva for Shaul and Yavesh Gilad. Because they need to walk here, Yavesh Gilad, what you see in front of you is the Gilad. What we couldn't see from Megiddo because we were too far off. Now you see the Harei HaGilad. So Yavesh Gilad is somewhere there. There are all sorts of options of where. And of course now the news will get all the way to David. Where is he? Ziklag. He's in the south. ויהי אחרי מות שאול ודוד שב מהכות את העמלק, וישב דוד בצקלג ימים 2, ויהי ביום השלישי, והנה איש בא מן המחנה מעם שאול ובגדיו קרועים ואדמה על ראשו. פסוק י"א, ויחזק דוד בבגדיו ויקראם, וגם כל האנשים אשר איתו. Clothing David, Shaul, this is serious. Clothing issue with Shaul happens non-stop. They cut... David, Avishai, and Yoav will be, they're cutting off the edge of his robe, and you pull on the robes. It's happening nonstop. So we have clothing and ripping and tearing the clothing happening quite a lot here. Pasuk י"ז, ויקונן דוד את הקינה הזאת על שאול ועל יונתן בנו, ויאמר ללמד בני יהודה קשת, הנה כתובה על ספר הישר. And כ"א, הרי בגלבוע אלתר ואלמתר עליכם ושדי תרומות, כי שם נגעל מגן גיבורים, מגן שאול, בלי משיח בשמן. So there's the מושב מגן שאול right to below the Gilboa, named after this pasuk. But here comes the question, what is he actually saying? What is altar ve'almatar?
He curses them.
Is it a curse? Is he saying no rain here? Of course there is rain here. But what happens is,
You don't deserve rain.
You don't deserve rain for what happened. Right. But the interesting that happens, if you look at the Gilboa now, you see it's kind of foresty, but only its upper third. Right? Same thing here. It's not as dense, but same thing. All this is planted from the 20th century. So it's a dead rock. The type of earth here that is formed from the natural stone is a type that, I'll start with the stone. The stone does not actually hold the water. It just trickles through, which means it's too porous. And therefore, there won't be water near the surface for anything naturally to actually catch up. Why did they put the pine trees? They can live with anything. They really can live with anything. So this is totally planted, which means for David, it's not, may there be no tree here. He says, now I understand why this place is barren. Because of the death of the king in this place. It's the logical place for the death of the king will be a place that nothing grows in. So I think it isn't that he cursed the hill. He's saying, now I understand the curse the hill has.
For years, I always took to heart the Shaul story as is my name. And reading about Shaul HaMelech, the last, I would say, 15 or so chapters from the midpoint of Shemuel Aleph towards the end, is you just see the deterioration of his character and his eventual downfall. And it's a slow, progressional process that eventually leads to one of the suicides that we have in the Tanach. And it's an extremely sad and emotional story. But when you actually read the Pesukim, and being located here geographically puts all the pieces together.